Good morning and welcome to our Sunday morning. I am in a different bathroom because I'm trying to be very quiet because Joel is still asleep. Boston is still asleep. Boston has wicked bad allergies and I don't think he's actually sick, but like his allergies are so bad, and so I'm just gonna let him sleep. Joel is still asleep. I went in and I woke him up at 8 o'clock because that's the routine. I wake up at 7, I wake him up at 8 so that we can quickly be out the door by 8:45. And when I woke him up, he was like, okay. And then he just never got out of bed. So I'm gonna take that as he just needs to sleep and we're gonna let him sleep. And anyway, I'm ready early. I think I'm the only one going to church today. And so since I'm like all ready, I wanted to show you something. I want to try something with you actually. Typically, this is the color of like shade range that I use on my face. And I have a go-to lipstick, but I think I found a really cheap dupe for it. So first I'm going to tell you, I love this for my eyes. I'll have it linked below. It just has these mauve-y colors, neutral, and those are just my colors. Like I feel the best when I'm in those colors. So I love that palette. And for my blush, I like it to matte. I really enjoy a liquid blush. So, okay, that's the face. And then I will typically use this. It's like a brownie, pinky, nude lipstick. This is fantastic. That's the color right here. Now, let's see if I found a dupe. I mean, it's pretty close. I'm not gonna say it's an exact match, but it's pretty close. Go ahead and try her right here. You know, they are not exactly the same, but I honestly like that this one is a little more mauve than this one. This one has a little more brown. So maybe for the winter, I would use the darker one, like the deeper one. And for summer, I'll use this one. Just try it out. I applied it and I think it goes on more smooth. Like it has more like of a buttery feel. Don't get me wrong. The original is so good and I will still use her. But this is a much cheaper alternative. Okay, well, I'm ready for church. Here we go. I'm gonna enjoy sitting by myself. Are you kidding me? I just got home from church and I came back to check on Joel. And he is still asleep. So you know that he is honestly needing to catch up on some rest. And honestly, I don't mind at all. And plus, I'm not sure if he feels that great. Joel is up now. And I want to tell you guys something.
That's a cool one.
I want to tell you guys something. And I'll tell you guys as I tell them. We are going to ignore the boxes in the back, okay? Just stop. Don't look at them. Don't judge. Just mind your own business. It is really dark, so let's turn the light on here. Oh, that's better. Joel, can you please take a day off and help me? You cannot eat that while I'm filming because the sound will absolutely make me crazy. In fact, Lincoln, stop right this second. Take that to the kitchen and wash your hands. Right now. Look, do you see all these cute kids in their blankets and just cozying up and cuddling in the basement? They are Minkies, folks, and I have a discount code. I do, and it's for 45% off. That was not part of this video. Anyway, it's fine. You know, you kids brought it up. They're fantastic. What can I say? First of all, how do you feel?
Still tired, but I feel a lot better.
Good. Okay, well, I had a thought here. I'll let you hold this. I had a thought when I was at church today, and I wanted to make sure that the kids knew this story. And you know, if we're gonna tell them, maybe we'll just tell you, okay? Joel would never express how he's feeling about the week, so I'm going to express it for you, okay?
Okay.
And maybe you can help me out too, because I'm not really sure.
But you keep dodging like the light.
Oh.
You can look at me.
Yeah. Okay. This is the story from the week. Very genuinely, Dad and we have prayed this whole time that we can build this home, and by we, I mean Joel's hands, that we can build the home and have it be done right, you know? Because if you have even one tiny leak in your plumbing, what's going to happen?
Over time, it'll get bigger and bigger?
Yeah, you're going to get, you will fail inspections, but you're going to get mold. And what happens if the ducting isn't sealed off right? Then you live in a home that doesn't have very good air circulating through it, you know? Yeah, Joel? Okay, so little tiny errors can lead to really big problems, right? Some bigger than others. And Dad failed his inspection, and they were just minor things. He had used the wrong wiring in the bathrooms. And if you want to watch a full video on that, I'll put Joel's video in the description for you, right, Tootie? What?
You said a bad word.
I bleeped it out.
Oh, apparently Joel said a bad word in the video. Okay.
Did you kids watch it?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys watched my video?
When Dad was fixing that wiring, he came across a wall that he realized all the electrical was ran through it, but it wasn't connected to what is it called, a home run. And so had he not failed the inspection, he would not have caught that error, and that would have been a huge, tell me if I'm wrong, you would never have been able to figure out why you had no power on this wall, right?
No.
And that was a huge deal. And when Joel was telling me about it, he got really teary-eyed. And and as we talked about it, he just knew it was a huge blessing, and it was a real answer to our prayer. That, how many times do you think that a prayer being answered comes in the form of you failing something? Or like, that was really hard for Dad. It made him feel sad. It made him feel like, oh my gosh, I've been working my guts out for 6 months and I didn't do it right, you know? But it turns out that was the answer to Dad's prayer, because as he was going through and fixing the wiring, he was able to catch a really big mistake that was made, right? And then Dad was going through the plumbing, and there was a leak in pressure somewhere, and he couldn't find it. And when I was working with Dad the other day, I just said a little quiet prayer in my mind, and I said, please help him to find this little mistake so that he can get it fixed. Because he looked and he looked and he looked, and then he looked and he looked and he looked for this little tiny hole in the piping that he just could not figure out. And I told him, I said a little prayer for you, and I've got to go. I hope you find this. And guess what happened?
He found it. Called you?
He did call me.
I was checking all these leaks and I couldn't see anything, and then I just had this thought, I think I need to add more soap to my Suds water that you like spray on it. Sure enough, I went and added a little bit, and I went right back to the spot, and boom, I saw it. It was just that fast. It was amazing. But I wouldn't have thought that. I know I wouldn't have had that thought unless Bonnie said a little prayer for us.
Please do that again.
I said a little prayer for you.
Forever and ever. Okay, and we don't normally talk about these kind of things on our channel, but, well, sometimes we do. Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
And it's a major part of our life. What's the word? Like, selective on what we share, because it's really close to our hearts, and I had to share that with the kids, and I thought if it was worth sharing with the kids, maybe you guys would want to hear it too. I don't know. It was a really sweet week, and it was a really big deal, and Joel is a lot more emotional about it than you would think. He's so tough. Okay, hand me the camera. He is so tough. He's so tough. And he's so brave, but like, this was a really big week, wasn't it? Why do I feel like, well, some people do this every day and it's not that big a deal, but maybe that's why it is such a big deal. This is not something we just do every day. It's a huge on-taking that we've taken, and I am honestly so proud of you. You've done a good job. What are you thinking?
That if I open my mouth, I can't talk, so...
I want to hear, talk through the tears. I want to hear.
I'm really grateful that the week's over. I can't believe we're here, but I think it's a lot of emotions, but it's also a lot of like time and effort, and fatigue has set in, and it's just just big.
Plus, I feel like, remember when we went on vacation that one time? And as soon as we got on vacation, I just like broke down and was like, I just like cried, and I just, oh, it was just so much. It's almost like you run on this fight or flight for so long, and then when you get to stop, it's like all the emotions kind of catch up to you, and it's just like, holy cow, how did I get here? How did we get here?
What trip was that? I remember.
Cabo.
Was that Cabo?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the one where you kept on farting?
With his back, the fake fart with his back. Anyway, it has been a collective effort with all of us. Each one of you kids, Olivia, you helped.
in the basement.
Olivia truly carried some weight in that house. Every single one of you have helped. Lincoln, you have got to stop. Nobody likes that, okay? You gotta.
Seriously, nobody likes you. I was like, oh.
Everybody likes me.
No. Okay, well, he's 7. Okay, so we're going to enjoy the rest of our Sunday. I am so glad you got to sleep, Joel.
Thank you.
I like you so much. And you know, people talk about how much you're gonna fight, Cody, you have, my kids are driving me crazy. They say how much people fight during, like couples fight during the building process. It's been fantastic. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because he is so patient and I say sorry a lot.
We both do. It's mutual. Mutual, I'm
And
sure.
we've had one fight so far.
It wasn't even a fight. It was just like, we gotta get this done.
No, it was because I needed some attention from you and I haven't been getting it. And so maybe you can give me some attention today. I'm selfish, what can I say? Okay, that's like our update. That's just us. And to be honest, how many times do we just sit and talk?
Oh, well, like that's like our conversations for the last 6 months. It's just been the house. What do we want our rooms to look like? What do we want the house to look like? I can't wait for the house to be done.
Any topic, we gather and we just talk. It's what my parents did with me, and it's what we do. We just talk.
Like driving in the car home. Like,
oh yeah, car
those
talks.
Conversations are so fun.
Is this recording? If it's not recording, oh, it's recording. I was like, no.
Little button, little square.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for like watching and supporting our house vlogs as we've been, you know, recording as we go. You've been a part of the process, so thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel and you haven't seen our house building playlist, I'll put it in the description for you and you can get caught up. So, okay, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.